If You Forget Me. By Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda. Ricardo Eliar Neftali Reyes Beso Alto, known by his pen name and later legal name, Pablo Neruda was born on July 12, 1904 in Parral, Chile. He was a Chilean poet, diplomat and politician. He became a known writer when he was 13 years old and wrote in a variety styles including surrealistic poems, historical epics, political manifestos, prose autobiography, and love poems. He grew up in Temuco and composed his first poems in 1914. On July 18, 1917 he published his first essay titled Entusiasmo y Perverencia. In 1924 he published 20 love poems and a desperate song. He is often considered as the national poet of Chile. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. He died of cancer in his house in Isla Negra on September 23, 1973. If You Forget Me. Published in the collection The Captain's Verses, translated by Donald D Walsh in 1972. Neruda was married to Argentinian writer, Delia del Carril, when the poem was written. Many believe he wrote this poem to his lover Matilda Urrutia, the woman who would later become his wife. The poem was written when Neruda was in exile with his wife after the fall of communism in 1948. It is a kind of warning for his lover if she falls out of love with him. Comprised of 6 stanzas with varying length in free verse. Summary. Poem is in first-person narrative and the poet says to his lover that he needs to convey one thing to his lover. Though it is a warning at the outset, he needs his beloved to know how much he loves her. He says, if he looks at the crystal moon at the red branch of the slow autumn through his window, he remembers his beloved. Even if he touches the ash of the fire which wrinkled the body of the wood, it too takes him to the memory of his beloved. He feels that all existing things such as aromas, lights, and metals are little boats carrying him towards the isle of her. All existence things are making the poet to feel that he is drawn towards his beloved as his mind is filled with her thoughts. He warns her that if little by little she stops loving him, he too will do the same. He again warns her that if she forgets him suddenly, she must not expect that he will possess the memories of her. He too shall already have forgotten her. He says if she leaves the poet, if anything happens to his life, the poet won't mind at all. He states if she tries to leave him at the shore of the heart where he have roots, on that day and on that hour itself he will set off and seek another land. He says that he may seek some other to compensate her loss. On the other hand, the poet states this in an indirect way, that he may not be able to tolerate the separation of her and so he may be away from the land where she is. It is not from the heart he utters these words, as the next stanza clearly states the expectation of the poet. He says if each day and each hour is making his love to think that she is destined to him, then he too will act accordingly. If her mind is filled with implacable sweetness and if she is longing for him, then that fire of love cannot be extinguished from the mind of the poet. As long as the poet lives, the love will be there for her and he will be for her own forever. He states that the pure and dedicated love is reciprocal. Such kind of love develops mutual understanding and trust in each other. All he needs is the true love and his lovable beloved to possess everlasting love so that he too will love her as she does. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.